Well, this morning we're not really seeing too much out there on our regional satellite and radar, but we are tracking our next storm system, which is going to be working its way through the area as we get into the latter half of the day on Tuesday. But again, overall, not too much happening nationwide, and just across our region, we are seeing a little bit of cloud cover across Poplar Bluff, but those clouds are tracking off towards the south and towards the east, and they should be getting out of here by the time we make it to about mid-morning. And overall, temperatures are largely into the lower 50s further towards the south, but we're still in the mid-40s and even lower 30s further off towards the north. And that's because a warm front, I should say, is tracking off towards the north, and it's going to be bringing us very warm temperatures over the next couple of hours. We're already seeing southerly winds across much of our region, about 5 to 10 miles per hour, with the strongest winds right now being sustained at 10 miles per hour in Kennett. And these winds are going to be increasing as we go throughout the day, and that's really going to help us stay pretty warm throughout the afternoon. And we could be seeing some pretty warm temperatures that are going to be close to record highs. And we're also tracking the possibility of a few thunderstorms for tomorrow, and then behind these storms we're tracking a brief cool down for Wednesday. But overall, right now in Metropolis, we are seeing a few clouds out there, and that sunrise is absolutely stunning, and our temperatures are going to get into the mid 60s by 11, lower 70s by 1, and then mid to upper 70s by about 3 o'clock. And notice that we are going to go from mostly sunny to mostly cloudy by the time we make it to the latter half of the afternoon, and that's again associated with our next storm system. And in addition to those wind gusts or those stronger winds, we could see wind gusts get up to about 25 miles per hour later on this afternoon. And you are going to want to keep that Storm Track 3 app handy, because we are tracking our next system, which is likely going to be impacting us as we get into the day on Tuesday. But we should still be dry through about 6 o'clock, and we could maybe see a few isolated sprinkles in our easternmost counties late this evening before things dry out. And we are going to see isolated to scattered light showers early tomorrow morning, but we're going to get a break in the action and quite a bit of dry time throughout the day on Tuesday before we see a few isolated showers as we get into the latter half of the day on Tuesday, mainly after about 5 o'clock. And then you can see that cold front is off towards the north, and it's going to track off towards the south and towards the east, and it's going to generate a few showers and thunderstorms along that cold front, and that's going to track further off towards the southeast and get out of our region. And we could even see a little bit of wintry precip behind it. Now, those storms that you saw with the cold front could be on the stronger side, and we have a level 1 risk already for areas around Paducah and Poplar Bluff, and a level 2 risk further off towards the north. And that's because we could see some damaging wind, a little bit of hail, and maybe even a brief tornado with the strongest of storms. But again, that's for tomorrow night, and I'm not expecting a widespread severe weather event. However, we could certainly still see a few of those storms turn strong to severe. And in addition to that, we also could see maybe up to an inch of rain in some locations where we see those heavier pockets of showers set up. But again, that cold front's not going to be here until Wednesday, so tomorrow's temperatures are likely going to be into the 60s through 9 a.m., mid to upper 70s once again for highs, and we should still be in the upper 60s by 9 o'clock. But once we get that cold front out of here, we're going to be seeing temperatures in the 30s by the time we make it to the afternoon hours on Wednesday, mid 40s for Thursday, and mid 50s for Friday. So it's not going to be a long cool down, but certainly it's going to be quite a shock to the system once we get into the afternoon hours on Wednesday. But Wednesday's high is actually going to come in the early morning hours while most of us are asleep, and it should be about 63 degrees. But again, afternoon temperatures are going to be in the mid 30s before we quickly rebound Thursday and Friday, and we should be back in the 60s and 70s by the weekend. So the cool down is only brief, and it's really, what did you call it earlier? The crazy train of the Midwest?
Pretty much a roller coaster, I think.
Roller coaster. Well, here's that viewer photo of the day sent in from Murfreesboro, and I think that was the moon on Saturday night.
That's a beautiful shot.
Yes, I saw that moon out in Grand Chain. It was absolutely stunning out there this weekend.
Well, I'm glad you got to check it out. All right, thanks a lot, Garrett.